Hello, welcome back to WhatAreMovie. I am Tony.
Okay.
And we're back for Barry. We have 3 episodes left. My god. Bunch of stuff happened last time. I think maybe we were a little hung up on whether it was real or not, but we can't blame us because of the visions he saw in the desert and stuff. But it was definitely real, I'm pretty sure. I forgot how children work, apparently, because I was surprised when they said 8 years have passed. And I was like, oh yeah, of course, the kid. Oh, wow. It wouldn't surprise me if Barry just kidnapped a child, to be honest with you.
That's why I said to you, was Sally pregnant then?
Maybe. Yeah, because he looks about 8. It must be 8 or... Yeah, so... yeah, time has passed. It was the most unsettling episode of television, I think. Like, I don't know if we said it, but... Like, even rewatching it back, like, there is no music in that whole episode. It's just the sounds of wind and birds and, like... The only music was from the car. You don't really know what's
going on either, so it's kind of like...
it was so unsettling and unnerving. And man, seeing Barry trying to raise a kid is insane. He is insane.
I think he's actually doing a better job than she is.
Well, yeah, and this is the thing. I'm not surprised she's disassociated, because considering how her mum was to her, it makes sense. Like, and you said, did she even want a kid? Like, did she even want this life with him? Like, yeah, and to see the way he's teaching... Like, the kids stuff, like, is kind of bizarre.
He's trying to cotton wool him a lot.
Yeah, but then, I don't know, it was so unsettling and unnerving, like. But what an episode, show how crazy Barry is and how, and it's mad, because, like, obviously there's the bit where, like, he I don't know, he's still thinking about himself, because when he bought all the stuff, the kid was like, did you buy me the comforter for my room? It's cold. He's like, no. And then he told a story about Jesus and God. And he's like, yeah, but I got the Abe Lincoln book.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's mad. What a mad episode. But now he's going to go kill Jean, apparently.
Yeah.
It's crazy. But yeah, we are on to Season 4, Episode 6, The Wizard. This aired on the 14th of May 2023, directed by Bill Hader and written by Buffy Boudreau, who last wrote... is it Buffy or Duffy Boudreau? My bad. Last wrote 710 North, which was a really good one.
I don't know how a wizard comes into this.
A
but
wizard,
at this
the
point,
wizard. Is that like a code name for someone? Like some? Are we going to see Hank this time or anything like that? Because if Barry resurfaces, surely people are going to converge on him.
Fuchs didn't end up with the name The Raven. He ended up with the Wizard.
I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, you could be right. We will see. We'll get straight into it. Really excited to see where this goes and where it ends up. Full reactions in the description. You need your own copy to watch along. We're watching on Amazon Prime UK. Otherwise, let's go. Can you quickly look at the message I sent you? Because I did write some notes about Barry, and I don't know.
Good way of talking her down.
Oh, yeah. Barry at one point said to the son, he was like, I've got a really good way of talking her down. And then in the distance, on the subtitles, I saw it said...
you need to stop yelling. You're spitting when you talk.
I don't think that's a good way of talking anyone down.
Barry brought a damn book.
Yeah, rather than the comforter.
Sally's just so...
Yeah, we spoke about it. Alright, cool. Let's go.
I'm going to time you on this because most murderers don't wait for you to put your gun together.
Is he showing Sally?
Ready?
Yeah.
Why can't I just leave the safety on?
John don't know how to turn it off.
No, he won't.
Boys instinctively know how guns and cars work. Alright? I can't have him messing around with stuff while I'm in LA. 3, 2,
Nah, this
1.
is bad.
Assemble.
Why can't we just move again?
Because you can't outrun a movie.
Yeah, it's going to be everywhere.
It's going to bring a lot of unwanted attention.
No, it's gonna bring unwanted attention to us. Killing Jean.
Yeah.
What's your big plan, huh? Kill Jean, the head of the studio, anyone else who's read about us?
Just Jean. The whole movie is going to be from his point of view.
And he knows. It's pretty damning.
Not the truth. And I don't want our son to see it.
I don't think that this is God's message for you. Killing is a sin.
No.
Pick one.
We either do this or drop John off at an orphanage and we kill ourselves.
I think you just want to do this because Jean turned you in.
I want our son to know his parents.
He thinks my name is Emily.
But he knows the real you. Please give us the strength.
This is insane.
24 hours. Please give John the strength to know that his daddy's going to be back from LA.
Why are they telling him where he's going?
Yeah.
To not leave the house.
This is like a threat.
Why can't I come with you?
Because it's work stuff.
But you don't have a job.
Yeah, I was going to say.
It's a job interview.
Would we have to move again?
I
So
wonder
they've
how
moved
often they've
multiple
moved.
times. Yeah.
I called in sick today, sweetie.
Me and you.
So I'm gonna be with you until Daddy gets back.
Sound good?
I don't think he gets on well with Mum. Yeah.
I know.
I know.
Don't go.
like, these two people have both been put in a position by Barry they don't want to really be in. Like, could she play it off as she was kidnapped?
She could, maybe.
You know? Is that, like, her plan? Like, she could... Like, how else would you get out of it? Like, he forced her to do things and whatnot. And threatened me. Held the kid over my head. You know, those sort of...
Department of Corrections.
Huh?
Department of Corrections.
Who's coming out? Are these, was that Livewire? And I don't think it was. It's Fuchs, yeah.
8 years. He has changed.
Yeah.
Look at his Raven tattoo.
Yeah. God damn.
Maybe it is.
It's
actually.
Livewire and
yeah,
Jason.
It is.
Yeah, 100%. I thought it was. He's got a target on his back. Oh my god. His fingernails. What does that mean? Holy, put the top down. Oh yeah. Oh.
For the wind in his hair that's not moving, but a little bit at the back.
He's got it gelled back. He's looking cool. The Raven. That's what she's wrote on the cup.
God.
He's really playing into it. Not impressed. Oh, very impressed. Hobble. What? No ho. No ho Hank?
Oh, yeah.
Like, I'm gonna go crazy?
Mr. Fuchs. So nice to finally
Yeah, no,
meet
this
you.
is definitely...
Welcome to NoHo Ball. My name is Val, and...
Wow. He's just claimed this woman.
Yeah.
Christopher.
Hank's office is this way. I will show you.
This is
please.
mad. Oh my god. He hasn't said a word yet.
No.
Executive floor was kitchen, juice.
Oh.
Can I interest anyone on something to drink?
Are they actually doing the sand thing?
Yeah, I guess so.
Every day can be like Dave and Buster's.
Why is the door so big?
Look at what the cat brought into the house.
He's gonna be mad because Barry didn't get killed.
What happened to you?
I found myself
In a tattoo parlor?
I went through a gauntlet of pain, but that pain turned into pleasure. Pleasure manifested.
Yeah, wow. Oh, so
We don't
these
need
are
to
the
know.
guys, huh? Welcome, guys.
Yep, we are at your service.
Still trying to figure out what that looks like. In the meantime, whatever you do for us, I'll make sure it is extremely lucrative.
Put us up on your best property, and then you find and deliver Barry Berkman.
That's old news, man.
That's 8 years ago.
Barry's in the wind.
Yeah.
He's probably dead. Definitely get you guys a house.
Your best house.
Move on from Barry.
Like I have.
We'll get much better fish to fry.
Barry in a room with me and my guys. That's the top.
But
We'll see what we can do.
It's Pastor Pat, and on today's podcast, we're going to talk about what it means to sin. Sin is to choose our own way against
I mean,
God.
this is a big sin.
And we know all the big ones. No real reason to rank sins. You can't
Killing's
say this
quite
one,
high.
that's
Yeah.
not really how it works. Unless you're talking about murder, of course. Murder is by far the worst.
Yeah.
Tom, what is all this shit you put in my house?
Dolls. They're not dolls, Gene. They truly mean the world to me.
Can't touch them.
Listen,
They're gonna get destroyed.
yeah, I was gonna say I'd play on something here.
Yeah.
We thought
Foreshadowing.
the article turned out great. Here's the movie in a nutshell. It's a cat and mouse thriller, teacher, and his killer student.
Just a
Now,
drama.
Barry Berkman is the main
Dramatized.
character, but he's the villain. You, Gene
The
Cusino,
hero.
would be the hero that defeats him.
You can't make this movie. I
It's
was a
actually against it.
narcissistic, self-involved
Oh.
person. Past 8 years, I learned selflessness and true happiness.
Damn.
Now,
Also, Barry is gonna come out and kill me.
Yeah, but he doesn't know that. But he probably thinks that, yeah.
But now that I've heard your pitch, I see my concerns are warranted.
This movie is what happened. It's
I
the
mean,
This is mindless entertainment. You are glorifying a psychopath, and you're exploiting the memory of the woman
Yes.
I love.
ah, he's changed.
This is merely a discussion with whatever you're comfortable with.
What I'm comfortable with is this movie going away, and you leaving me and the memory of Janice alone.
Damn.
I'm sorry, but we are going to make this movie with or without you.
Well, Well, I'm very sorry.
I'll sue you.
You're gonna have a fight on your hands.
Gene Cousineau, the DA would like to see you. Take 2 bites of that salad and come with me.
Exactly 2 bites.
This is Pastor Carl, and on today's
God.
podcast, we're going to be
He's
talking
in
about
LA.
as a sin.
Is this a different pastor?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Not that bad.
Unless you're talking about murder.
First, thou shalt not kill. Now, when talking about taking a human life,
He's trying to find anything to justify it.
Killing another person.
That's really cool, though, that's
pretty generally considered a sin, but it's a little more complicated.
Oh, God.
Found one.
Yeah.
There are sanctioned killings.
Exactly.
I'm a big believer in capital punishment, obviously.
Obviously. Just any reason.
By law, I'm supposed to show you these pictures.
Sure.
Oh, okay.
Okay, sure, fine.
Thank you.
That is crazy. It's just like in a Walmart or whatever.
Yeah, it's
right?
how easy it is,
Yeah.
though, isn't it?
can't just kill anyone that crosses you. That's murder, and you will go to hell.
God damn. He's really torn.
So you shot your son.
How is it?
Disappeared for 8 years.
I really thought my life was in danger.
You said, do I have a gun?
Do you have any idea where he is?
It's right outside the
We
window.
lost track of him 8 years ago. Risked your life for a movie.
I did not want Berkman immortalized.
You found a spine.
I did.
It's a nice change.
How'd your son take seeing you?
I haven't seen him yet.
Hey, everybody, it's Pastor Nick Santangelo again.
He's just trying
Did he just leave his son shot there on the floor?
Definitely not a sin.
He didn't know, did he?
The Bible is filled with tons of righteous, justified killing.
It's so funny because Gene doesn't even want the movie to go ahead. He's trying to stop it, and now...
I was an enforcer for the Rockford Ice Hogs. I was sentenced to 10 years for killing Billy Zerillo in an exhibition game. Since then, people have been surprised at my general lack of guilt around this incident. Just tell them it was done within my faith. I prayed about it, and I looked for God's sign. Zerillo checked my teammate, putting him in the hospital. I knew it was a sign from God saying, "You got my blessing, Nicky."
Bingo.
That's literally... He just needed to hear that. You got my blessing, Barry. Mad. Connect with your son. You can do it.
You want to color?
Want to play some baseball? We can play baseball. Do some acting.
How about some lunch? Are you hungry?
Not with your cooking.
She burnt the toast. That looks awful. I don't blame you.
Yeah.
I don't blame you.
Worked really fucking hard on that.
Look at... Oh my god, the smoke.
Is it cheese? Grilled cheese?
I think so, yeah. No, it's charcoal. Jeez.
Oh, yeah.
No. Don't do it. Don't. Stop it.
Please don't give the child
I was gonna...
alcohol.
Yeah, I was just... Don't.
Okay, sweetie.
Uh...
Drink your juice.
What the hell, Sally?
Find your buddy, okay?
I like his suit.
Nice.
I feel like this woman's just like being kidnapped.
Welcome to your new home.
That's really nice.
Whoa.
Got the infinity pool.
Ooh.
And this is the
Ah.
the crow's nest. Yeah. We're hooking you up with $2,000 each. You homies be our security.
So it's the sand fin to cover up, though, right?
Canyon, all right? Let's go. You'll be paid
I
handsomely.
don't know if it is. Maybe Hank left and actually continued the sound.
No, because that guy that was welcoming them was the guy that I'm pretty sure was at his house.
And you're gonna put out feelers for our dumb, lanky friend.
Already in the works. His acting teacher resurfaced.
Shut the fuck up.
Just focus on making sure your guys protect my properties, all right?
You got it.
Protection. This is just all gonna spiral. Don't worry.
It's going to be an explosive few
That's
episodes.
a hell of
I
a
can feel
view.
it.
Yeah. It's a hell of a view.
Because everyone's coming back together.
Yeah. Hey.
Hello, Leo.
At least he survived.
Come on in.
Oh, that was where Barry was waiting.
Well, that's a sign.
Oh my god.
I came to apologize for shooting you. I thought you was somebody else. I'm going to be paying back that debt for the rest of my life.
Is he about to get shot again in some irony?
Oh yeah, the son's just gonna get killed by accident.
Warner Brothers wants to make a movie of my life.
Of course.
I came to kill the movie.
I don't believe that.
You'll just have to see.
God God. Surprised nobody's noticed him yet.
No.
Yeah.
But I guess 8 years is kind of like...
Yeah, it kind of goes in the back of everyone's minds. Kid. Yeah, that was such a good... There's your sign. Of any sign you gotta pay attention to.
Yeah.
That's the one.
Hi, Gordon.
What is he doing here? It's okay. Hug your grandfather.
You are so handsome.
Have you thought about movie
How long are
career?
you in town for? As long as you're comfortable.
Yesterday.
Yeah.
You still have the same number?
I don't. I have a new one.
That's worked out very well, considering. You fool.
Thought it'd be clean cut.
I'm wondering where Jim's at. You know?
John, go nap in your bed.
Poisoned this child.
Please don't try and carry that child.
John, come on. Wake up. Okay. You sleep here.
I feel like it's a really bad mix, the amount of alcohol she has. The fact that she's meant to be in like this cover story life.
Yeah.
She's gonna fall asleep and he's gonna leave.
Maybe. Yeah. The gun.
Oh. Well, he's gonna put together the gun.
Oh, is it? What's his name? Oh god. You gotta put that gun together.
But also, you also don't want to kill anyone because that's gonna draw attention to
Yeah,
you.
it definitely is. Wait for him to pop out. Is he already in there?
Did she imagine it?
Yeah. The window's open. Was that the guy from the diner, or was that her imagining the guy she killed? Voice. I'm trying to figure out the voice. Do you know what I mean? Because we've got visions of that. Is he going to be just standing there? Ooh. This whole house and situation is so unnerving. He's going to be in the house.
I kind of feel like the windows aren't big enough for someone to climb through.
Has this person put that gun together?
Maybe.
Again, though, could it be her imagination? Oh my god! That's...
Sorry, you were saying...
That definitely...
Like Slender Man.
Yeah. It looks...
And like Invisible Man vibes.
Yeah. It definitely looks like the guy, the build of the guy from the diner. That was so creepy. She gonna put that gun together
now
real
I'm gonna
quick.
be terrified walking around my house on my own.
You fuck!
What?
You poke me in the eye?
Yeah. The knife. The guy she killed. Did you poke me in the eye? She's imagining.
Wake up!
She like passed out and like is freaking out.
She's gonna accidentally shoot like the child.
She's gonna shoot through the door.
And it's gonna be the child.
Yeah. I hope not. The bikes. No, don't. Not loaded. It's...
Fucking bitch! What'd you put in my eye?
Oh my god!
Right.
Well, this is definitely a dream. I think. The bike, yeah. Holy shit. She is losing it. Carve wheel. The hell?
Was it a dream?
I don't know. It has to have been, right?
Everybody raise a glass.
It's crazy. She's losing it either way.
I got a family now, boys. I didn't even think that was possible. But this woman right here.
That I stole from a coffee shop.
She opened a valve in my heart. And
That must have been some good bloody coffee.
Yeah.
a daughter who I just met. I mean, I'm a father. Can you believe that? I'm a fucking dad. She's going to college.
Agriculture at Pepperdine.
Pepperdine.
Very good school. Great volleyball.
Yeah, volleyball.
And she's a fucking genius. But you have an empire. Prove me wrong by putting your biggest competitors through a fucking sand silo.
The no-ho hourglass.
The no-ho
Jeez.
hourglass. That is legendary shit in the joint, man, isn't it?
No, I was there too. There with the sand, yes.
You know, you got rid of Cristobal, you took his idea, and you made it into your own. And you are now doing so well with it. I'm so proud of him. Aren't you proud of him?
I didn't kill Cristobal. Our rivals had Cristobal killed.
That's a funny motherfucking thing you just said.
I think you might be a little drunk.
That doesn't change the truth, does it?
He didn't get Cristobal killed.
He got him killed. He didn't kill him, but
had him killed, right?
he didn't purposely do it.
Why don't you accept that you're a badass? I'm giving you a fucking compliment.
That's it. Deal's over.
I
Okay,
changed
it's
quick.
done. You're saying this shit is a fucking compliment? Fuck you. I want you fucking out by tomorrow.
Is he gonna like?
You bald fuck! I'm not going anywhere.
Oh.
What the fuck happened?
You talk shit about him. Well, I guess he didn't really know the true. Oh, he must have known their relationship because he obviously was at the monastery when they reconnected.
Leave a message and I'll call you Scott Bakula.
Barry, where the fuck
Barry.
are you? Things have gotten really bad here. Barry, you need to come home right now. Come home.
What if she did that?
I think she probably did.
What if she trashed the whole room? Yeah. What if she, in a freak out, like blackout state,
Yeah.
she smashed it all up? Don't leave the door open. Please close the door.
That's a sign.
Surely Jim's got to be somewhere watching. That is a sign. That is definitely a sign. Oh, Gene. Why did you not close the door? I feel like the door's gonna close. Please. He's gonna shoot Tom. Close the door, Jane. Jane!
Was this a trap? The bloody ring.
It could be
doorbell,
another
though.
trap, yeah. Like, imagine, like, another play by Jim and Gene. That's how they caught him before. I knew someone was watching. It's the wizard. We haven't heard about a wizard.
No, we haven't.
This is Jim's garage.
Is it?
I don't know. I'm guessing. It's totally. It's 100%. Yes.
Hello, you.
Nice. The end. Oh
Really?
my god.
Oh my god, that went so quick.
It's so quick. God damn.
So is Jim the wizard?
I guess.
Because there wasn't even a mention of the
No,
wizard. Usually, yeah.
Tricky Legacies, it takes a psycho. You're charming.
Yeah.
The wizard. No one said the wizard, did they?
No.
Unless, was the wizard one of the people on the radio? Did we miss that?
Maybe.
Yeah. But lock the door.
Yeah.
Jean didn't lock the damn door. She had to lock the door at home because she was freaking
That
out.
was the creepiest thing ever.
Yeah, like I said, that whole scene and setting is really unsettling anyway because of the no sound. Like, there's no music. Like, it was just like wind and just.
Like, I would love, like, my dream would be to have, like, a house, like, with land.
He said because she had a weird dream. I thought you was telling about your weird dream.
Like, there is a terrifying element of me that I would get so paranoid and, like, seeing things like this.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't really happen in the UK, but it can happen.
What?
Like, weird shit going on.
I
like,
mean, yeah,
people-
there's definitely
like,
weird shit going
it doesn't,
on
you
everywhere.
don't hear about it that often in the UK.
I don't
but
know. So a lot of stuff you
there's
probably
the
just
potential.
don't hear about because
But,
you
like,
don't need to.
There's a part of me that's like, I feel like I'd want cameras all in my house.
Yeah, but then you'd get a paranormal activity situation where you watch it back and it's all creepy.
I know, but you know, like, how do you stop that paranoia if someone's there?
But yeah, that's the whole thing. Like last episode and being there is just the paranoia,
Yeah.
and her especially. Like I said, I was a bit thrown off. Like, was it the guy from the previous episode
Yeah.
coming back for revenge, or was it the biker? And it seems like it was like because you poked me in the eye. It was the knife. Remember?
Yeah.
Like, what'd you poke me in the eye with? Yeah. But there was definitely a freak out because, like, didn't he close the door and then disappeared?
Yeah.
Like, he was in the room closing the door behind him, right?
Yeah,
and then
like,
disappeared.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was so creepy. And her giving alcohol to John. What the hell? Like I said when she was sitting at the bar, at the breakfast bar or whatever, I was like, connect with your son. And she did the opposite. Cooked some terrible grilled cheese and... Yeah.
But this is the whole thing that I said it in the other one, like, did she even want this child? Because
no, yeah, we said
she
that,
doesn't
yeah.
have any motherly instinct, which then, like you said about the fact that how her mum treats her as well. So you kind of see the example she has to lead from isn't the greatest.
Yeah, exactly.
And obviously people tend to
she was
repeat their same example.
repeat the mistakes of their parents,
or they do
or
better.
you can learn from them, yeah. But she seems to be, because she was even
worse,
with the sandwich, she's like, oh, I worked so hard on that. And it kind of felt like a comment her mum would make, like, and that whole scene of the shaking house and the moving house. Like I said, did she black out and trash it all herself? Because, like, it felt like a dream and all the trashing stuff was in the dream. But then John woke up and she was on the phone to Barry and
in the darkness.
It was still all trashed.
Like, it's
so
got bad here, yeah.
I made a mistake or something. She said, I did something bad, Yeah. Craziness. But then obviously we have the whole Gene wants to shut it down.
Yeah.
He's learnt from his mistakes.
And it is like, why are you glorifying someone that did such horrid things? Because at the end of the day, Barry has murdered
Well, I've had that argument
people.
before. Like, we spoke about, like, these... Like, I said about, like... There's TV shows and stuff about murderers and things like that. And it doesn't seem to, necessarily explicitly, like, glorify them. But it still feels, in a way, you're shining light on what they've done and they get the attention they probably wanted and...
Because Zac Efron did the Ted Bundy film, didn't he? Which
like,
Ted Bundy was like a serial killer that killed 33 women, but they think it's over 100.
Yeah.
So you're kind of glorifying the memory of him by making money off the bad things they did.
Yeah. It's a weird thing, And
you get it sometimes that, like, serial killers, they come out of the woodworks because they want to be known. They'll kill
or
loads
they
of
do
people.
things for attention.
To be known, to have that nickname, to relish, like, become famous.
Which is quite
almost.
funny because Barry's never wanted the attention.
No.
But obviously a lot of killers or people doing that don't want any attention. That's not the point. But then, you get the serial killers that do.
Yeah.
But it's the opposite here where Gene always wanted the attention. He had the big ego.
Yeah.
He wanted to be centre of
But he
attention.
then sees that it gives Barry the attention.
Yeah, it's giving the wrong... Yeah.
Because I think I had this on a podcast.
I love that DA thing, where it's like, you take 2 bites of that salad and come with me.
Yeah.
It's so specific.
Because I remember listening to a podcast once when I was on a walk and it said about there were some teenagers that murdered their parents to get the inheritance because they were rich.
Oh, I think you told me about
this. Then it became a trend that, like, teenagers with rich parents are like, if we secretly murder our parents, we'll get all the money. And it became a trend because of the
Jeez.
Because it became a story that it happened and what they got from it. Then other people started doing it because they saw the benefits. But you're like, this is a weird, way
that's
of
psychotic.
like.
It's mad.
But that's the way the world is now because we just
see. That's why I've never
anything.
I mean, I've never been a big fan of like.
It's social media, though.
I've never been a fan of true stories or anything like that. I don't really care for. Well, I say that
I like true stories.
It depends.
But I'm not listening and looking into them to.
No, but that's the problem is that people can draw inspiration.
See inspiration.
Because they see it, like, I mean, you could draw inspiration from this show, but it's all made up. It's all a fake story. I like that. I'm happy to watch Barry being crazy and killing people, but, like, if it was a real story about real people being killed, I'm like, I don't know about that. Like, there was a whole interview with Quentin Tarantino back in the day about that. Like a woman going into him, like your films are so violent and people like learn from him, and then he his argument was like, well, they're not real, they're a movie, there's a difference between...
It's the way people interpret it. And you can never know.
That's the problem. People could possibly learn from or watch this.
But then that falls on the whole video games element of life
as
well.
But the argument is it's the person anyway. The person clearly... There's something wrong with a person who sees something like that and will act upon it. But Because I say that, like, I mean, there was the instance of people watched Slender Man and then they ended up stabbing, like, their friend, right?
It's just stupid.
But anyway, but the point is, like, I get the whole shutting that down and not wanting to glorify Barry's story, because, like,
and
he's killed so many people.
Gene said, like, you're tainting the memory of Janice by glorifying
Which is quite funny,
him.
because he didn't, like, that is what Jim's argument was to him to begin with, because Gene was, like, trying to tell the story and that. Again, I don't know if, like, because, like, the son even says, like, alright, that's what I believe you, and Gene's like, well, you just have to see if I'm telling the truth, right? Because, like, it is hard to trust him with what he's done, but 8 years away, he was in Israel, right? Just gone. But Leo's fine, the kid's grown up, like, and I'm intrigued. He was so excited to give his number to his son. He was so excited. I really was expecting all those dolls of Tom's to get destroyed, but
there's still time.
There is still time. But Barry trying to find any reason whatsoever to that, like, anyone that would say, yeah, God, like, condones murder. And then, like, he went through several podcasts and, like, it was like
talking about sin and that some sin is allowed. Murder, though.
It's hard to rank sins because they're all bad, but murder, if you do murder, that's the worst. And then the next one was slightly more tolerable, and then it got to the point where the guy was like, God gave me a sign. I really like the shot of the school bus and then the kids. It's so good.
But then he got the sign of Gene's door open.
I said Jim was going to be there.
We was
I
like...
did say. I the
was
whole
like,
time,
is this a trap?
I was like, where is Jim?
Because I'm like, why would you leave the door open?
Yeah.
But I don't know if Gene's
I don't know if Gene's even aware of it.
No.
Yeah, that's the thing. But he did say he spoke to Jim, but when did he speak to Jim? Was it when he left? Because, was it Jim that said your wounds weren't lethal? Or was it Tom? No, he might have said it was Tom he spoke to. Yeah. So, I don't know if he's in on it. I think Jim just might have been following. Yeah.
Probably. When he knew Gene was back in town, he probably has been following Gene.
And of course, we had Fuchs and NoHo Hank. I even forgot about
Raven.
that. Just stole a woman from a coffee shop.
And her daughter now, too.
Yeah, it's bad.
It's interesting, though. I'm quite interested in the whole NoHo Bowl.
Yeah.
Because it is like you said, NoHo Hank and Cristobal.
Yeah.
And obviously, he's got the statue of the
and it's
it
like
is the
done
sound
in
company.
his memory. Yeah.
Yeah. But it is like...
Is it legit, the sound company?
That's what I'm wondering.
Or is it a cover-up?
Has NoHo stepped away from...
the bad side, the drugs, not the cartel,
because they were the ones that killed Cristobal.
The Chechen elders.
Did he just be like...
I don't think he could just walk away. And especially since that guy that seems to be his right-hand man right now was the guy at the warehouse. He shot everyone in the warehouse. And he was also the guy who maybe shot Cristobal, but he came up to Cristobal and said, sorry, we didn't know it go that way.
I just don't know if I would see them allowing him to...
do a legit thing. That's what I don't think.
Not like a legit thing, because it could be a cover. But I don't know if I could see them allowing him to glorify Cristobal.
I think they would, considering what happened.
Maybe.
I think considering how it went down, because they taught the lesson, but then they're like, yeah, you can use it in his memory. That makes it even seem more legitimate.
I guess it's also a threat in some ways, because it's...
This is what happened.
Yeah, this is what happens if you walk away.
Yeah.
A constant reminder of Cristobal's face
I
time.
think that it's 100% up front. It can't not be. I don't... But then Fuchs saying, like, oh, yeah, and you killed Cristobal. And like,
NoHo's reaction changing, like...
Because, like you said, he didn't order it, but it was his fault. It was all his fault because of... Well, I mean, he had to do it because the elders were threatening him and everything, but whatever way could he do it? So they walked out. Is Cristobal... So Cristobal Fuchs are now warring, like, it's just crazy. I love the showing them around the apartment. It's so good. This show, man, really good. But we've only got 2 episodes left. It's crazy.
I just feel like everyone is rejoining. I feel like we got to the part where like everyone was separated. Fuchs was in prison. Barry's on the run. Gene's on the run.
Yeah,
like,
we had
everyone like separated, and all of a sudden, everyone is back in LA, and I'm like, God, this is gonna be awful. The only person that's not is Sally.
that things aren't going well for her at all. Yeah, is he gonna break Barry? He's gotta break him. He's too good at this. Yeah, well, we'll be back in a week's time for another episode of Barry. If you can't wait, we are finished with the show over on our Patreon. If you're watching on YouTube, we're done. And we're on to a new show. So by this point, you would have seen a poll and it would have been voted for. If you're on Patreon watching this, there'll be a poll soon for the new show. We're aiming to do a short show with 1 or 2 seasons, like short, so we can then get into another show straight after. Which does mean a lot of them are newer shows as well, because obviously they're just starting, or so look out for that. Otherwise, we'll be back for the penultimate episode next week. Very excited. Thank you very much. We shall see you next time. Bye bye.